100%. I haven't run voice attack up, have I? I know I forget something.
Welcome back, Commander. All systems prepared.
Full impulse. Full impulse. Full impulse.
Maximum impulse engaged.
Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging
Drive charging.
Center HMD.
SSB Stromoth has jumped to
Center
Super Cruise.
HMD.
HMD orientation reset.
Center HMD.
Oculus orientation reset.
Next system en route.
Selecting next system en route.
Galaxy map. Close map.
Closing map.
Engage FTL.
Engaging drive.
Drive charging.
Destination confirmed. SSB Stromoth is heading to the Rigo DL-PD5-9 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Exit protocols.
Full impulse.
Full impulse.
Fuel reserves are at 85% capacity, Commander.
Change HUD mode.
M stars. M stars are red stars that form the bulk of the main sequence stars in the galaxy. Their mass is low, as is their surface temperature.
Impressive.
SSB Stromoth is now at 100% fuel capacity.
All stop.
All stop.
Scan and analysis complete. Celestial Object B6 is a medium-gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.8 days. I detect low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers. Sensors detect a super-dense methane-rich atmosphere with an average surface temperature of 263 Kelvin.
Gas giant with water-based life.
Analysis finished.
This
Objector 8 is a medium-gravity gas giant with water-based life with pristine metal-rich and rocky rings.
Exists life.
It has a rotational period of 1
The
day.
atmospheric surface.
Analysis completed.
This gaseous region is
Objector
full of
8AM is a low-gravity rocky
supplies an
body.
excess of oxygen.
It has a retrograde rotational period of minus
Shut up.
1.5 days. The atmosphere is composed mostly of carbon dioxide with an average surface temperature of 251 Kelvin. Analysis complete. Objector 8B is a low-gravity rocky body. It has a rotational period of 3.5 days and is tidally locked. I am detecting low levels of active water lava flows at the surface. The thick atmosphere is composed mainly of carbon dioxide with an average surface temperature of 256 Kelvin. Scan completed. Celestial Object 8C is a low-gravity rocky body.
Stand by.
It has a rotational period of 16 days and is tidally locked.
Ice worlds are composed
Most
mainly
prevalent
of
in the
water
trace gas atmosphere is carbon dioxide with an average surface temperature of 171 Kelvin.
and have retained many volatiles as solids within their
Scan
crust.
complete. Body 9 is a medium gravity gas giant with ammonia-based life with pristine metal-rich and icy rings. It has a rotational period of 0.5 days. Scan and analysis finished.
Stand by.
Body 9E is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing.
Mainly of water ice.
It has a slow rotational period of 50 days and is tidally locked.
Forming in the cooler regions
The
of
surface
solar system
temperature averages
and have retained many
103
volatiles as
Kelvin.
solids within their crust.
Scan and analysis completed. Celestial Object 9AM is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 13 days and is tidally locked. It is devoid of any atmosphere. The surface temperature averages 103 Kelvin. Scan completed. Body 9B is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing.
Accessing.
It has a rotational period of 3.1 days and is tidally locked.
Planet.
Sensors detect low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers at the
Worlds like
surface.
this can have metallic
The
ore
surface
near the
temperature
surface,
averages 103
especially in
Kelvin.
areas of past volcanism.
Analysis complete. Object 9C is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 2.6 days and is tidally locked.
Stand by.
Sensors detect active
High
water
metal content
geysers.
Planet.
The surface temperature averages 103 Kelvin.
Worlds like this can have metallic ores
Scan
near the surface
completed.
places, especially
Body
in
9D is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing.
Phenomenal.
It has a slow rotational period of 35 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 103 Kelvin. Scan and analysis finished. Celestial Object 9F is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 2.4 days. The surface temperature averages 103 Kelvin. Analysis complete. Celestial Object 4 is a low-gravity high metal content world that is suitable for landing. It has a slow rotational period of 87 days and is tidally locked.
Playing entry.
The surface temperature averages 385 Kelvin. This might sell for on the way to 30,500 credits.
Worlds like this will not have much heating in the past.
Scan and analysis completed.
Solar system and have
Object
retained
3
many
is a
volatiles
low-gravity
solids
high metal
within their
content world that is suitable for landing.
Impressive.
It has a slow rotational period of 39 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 500 Kelvin. This scan could fetch just over 30,000 credits.
Accessing library.
Scan and analysis completed.
Water world.
Body 2AM is a low-gravity rocky body that is suitable for landing.
Chemistry.
It has a rotational period of 1 day and is tidally locked.
Phenomenal.
I detect active iron lava flows at the surface.
Accessing now.
There is no atmosphere.
Stand by.
The surface temperature averages 664
Ice
Kelvin.
worlds are mainly of water ice. Worlds like this
Scan and
will not have
analysis
much heating in the
finished.
past. Forming in the
Body
cooler
2 is a
regions of the
low-gravity
solar
high
system
metal
and have
content
retained
world
many
that is
volatiles
suitable
solids
for
within
landing.
their crust.
It has a rotational period of 16 days and is tidally locked. It is devoid of any atmosphere. The surface temperature averages 664 Kelvin. This data can be worth well over 28,000 credits. Scan and analysis completed. Object B4 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.2 days. I detect high numbers of active water geysers at the surface.
Flag entry.
There is a thin argon-rich atmosphere with an average surface temperature of 84 Kelvin.
A metal-rich world with a metallic
Scan
core.
and analysis finished.
Worlds like this can have metallic
Celestial
cores and
Object
have
B2 is a medium gravity icy body.
Shut up.
It has a rotational period of 1.1 days. This icy body has active water geysers at the surface. The dense atmosphere is argon-rich with an average surface temperature of 140 Kelvin. Scan complete. Body B2AM is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a slow rotational period of 43 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 121 Kelvin. Scan completed. Object B1 is a medium gravity water world. It has a rotational period of 2.2 days. I detect high levels of active silicate lava flows at the surface. Most prevalent in the atmosphere is nitrogen with an average surface temperature of 250 Kelvin.
Full impulse.
This scan can get you nearly 243,000 credits. Scan completed. Body B5 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.2 days. I detect low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers at the surface. The crushing atmosphere is rich in methane with an average surface temperature of 230 Kelvin. Scan finished. Celestial Object B3 is a low-gravity icy body.
Just
It has a
flying around,
rotational
really.
period of 2 days.
I
This
totally
icy
forgot
body
to
has
speak.
active water lava flows at the surface. The super-dense atmosphere is composed mainly of nitrogen with an average surface temperature of 136 Kelvin.
Orbit lines.
Scan completed. Body A6 is a medium gravity high metal content world. It has a rotational period of 1.7 days.
That's
I detect
enough.
high levels of active silicate lava flows at the surface. The thick atmosphere is carbon dioxide rich with an average surface temperature of 254
I'm
Kelvin.
gonna have to relook the command
This data
to,
could be
shut
worth
that up.
nearly 411,000 credits. Scan and analysis finished. Object A5 is a medium gravity high metal content world. It has a rotational period of
quiet.
1.3 days. The very
Shut
dense
up.
atmosphere is composed mostly of carbon dioxide with an average surface temperature of 843 Kelvin. This might be worth on the way to 35,000 credits. Scan finished. Object A7 is a medium gravity high metal content
Oh
world.
my god, I'm gonna go mad.
It has a rotational period of 1 day. I am detecting low levels of active iron lava flows at the surface. The dense atmosphere is rich in methane with an average surface temperature of 510 Kelvin. This scan might be worth just over 38,000 credits.
Just going to do a surface scan of this water world, just for fun. Might scan the planet next to it too, maybe. No particular reason. I just thought I'd go off and do a little maybe exploring, just see if I can find anything interesting randomly. Just heading off towards I suppose edge of
Command.
galaxy. Or should I have sort of gone the other way and headed towards the centre? Maybe. Probably. Suppose I can always change direction, can't I? Oh, someone said hi. Hi. Sorry, I think I missed you. Oops. Need to keep a better eye on the chat. Oh dear. Okay.
Acknowledged.
Dee. 75%.
75%.
Quote Douglas Adams.
It is known that there are an infinite number of worlds, simply because there is an infinite amount of space for them to be in. However, not every one of them is inhabited. Therefore, there must be a finite number of inhabited worlds. Any finite number divided by infinity is as near to nothing as makes no odds. So, the average population of all the planets in the universe can be set to be 0. From this it follows that the population of the whole universe is also 0, and that any people you may meet from time to time are merely the products of a deranged imagination. Douglas Adams, The Restaurant at the End of the Universe.
Okay, next fire group. Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Mapping of body Rigo DL-PD5-9B1 is complete. Efficiency bonus awarded.
Change HUD mode.
Affirmative.
Discovery mode. Discovery mode. Previous fire group.
Previous fire group.
Previous fire group.
Previous fire group.
Change HUD mode.
Affirmative.
Right, what was I going to do? Just really getting a bit of practice. They've almost got the hang of these probes. Discovery scanner, I'm almost there, I think. When I'm managing to find stuff, so I must be doing something right. I should really have my glasses on too.
Affirmative.
75%.
75%, sir.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Next fire group.
Should probably try and put this on the mouse.
Mapping is complete. Efficiency bonus granted.
Next system en route.
Locking system destination.
Engage FTL. Previous fire group.
Drive charging.
Previous fire group.
Previous fire group.
Previous fire group.
Telemetry obtained. SSB Stromoth is traveling to the Rigo MC-DC-12-15 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Exit protocol.
Acknowledged.
Anytime you like.
Compiling data now.
System scan.
Searching database. Stand by.
Full
Past
impulse.
K-stars are yellow-orange
Full
main
impulse.
sequence stars with a long and generally stable life. They range in mass from 0.6 to 0.9 solar masses and have a surface temperature reaching 5,000 Kelvin.
Phenomenal.
Indeed, phenomenal.
Fuel reserves are now at 92% capacity, Commander.
Let's just fill right up. Not actually going anywhere. I'm just I set a destination and
Maximum fuel.
just heading that way. It was a bookmark I'd set for some reason. No idea why. Engage FTL. Now, do I have a Southern Comfort lemonade or finish my cup of coffee? Because I still have coffee, so I should probably finish that first.
Telemetry obtained. SSB Stromoth is en route to the Rigo YJ-GB24-3 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Exit protocols. Adding information to database.
Complete.
Fuel at maximum.
Engage FTL.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump in progress. SS Beastrumoth is heading to the Rigo KW-EC11-21 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Exit protocols. Scanning for information. Accessing. Stand by.
Class K stars are yellow-orange main sequence stars with a long and generally stable life. They range in mass from 0.6 to 0.9
Shut up.
solar masses.
Impressive.
Orbit lines.
Complete.
SS Beastrumoth is now at 100% fuel capacity.
Open galaxy map.
Opening map.
So,
As you wish.
we're kind of just heading over here somewhere. No real reason, just heading over there. Engage FTL.
Charging frameshift drive.
Destination confirmed. SS Beastrumoth is traveling to the Rigo PR-LB21-0 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Scanning now.
System scan complete. Scoping.
Right, I'm gonna see if I can find some music. Excuse me a moment. There's gotta be a. What about if I put something like Classic FM on, or Talk Radio Show?
Complete.
Maximum fuel.
Okay. So I'm just trying to find. Right, what I was going to do.
Alexa, dim the lights.
Okay. Oh, no, Dad, I
need your help.
What have you done?
Burnt the duck.
That's a duck. What do you have in that cabinet?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
trying to find a radio station.
Burn it?
Of course you did.
Of course you did.
Now it's beautiful. There you go.
How do I look?
Oh, blimey. Where the hell is it?
Artificial intelligence empowers us to feed the
Oh,
world
for
without
Christ's
wrecking
sake.
the planet.
Using Microsoft AI, we
Bloody
can make predictions about
adverts.
when to plant, irrigate and harvest. We can reduce waste and produce more
Sorry
food.
about the advert. Come on. It'll probably get blocked afterwards, but I want some music. Right. Hi to whoever's watching. Not doing anything particularly interesting, I'm afraid. I'm just heading away from the bubble, really. Engage FTL.
Engaging drive.
Drive charging.
Can just about see my chat window if you type anything. Just sorry I'm not doing anything particularly interesting.
Destination confirmed. SSB Stromuth is en route to the Rigo KQ-NB20-3 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Exit protocols.
That's a little bit more lively with Crow hopping away in the background.
Scanning for information.
System scan. System scan complete. Fuel syncing.
Yep. It's almost a glass on the floor there. So that's it, is that?
Maximum fuel.
Engage FTL on my mark.
Standing by.
Engage.
Jumping to light speed.
Telemetry obtained. SSB Stromuth is in transit to the Rigo GV-GC10-1 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Scanning for information.
Fuel levels at 85% capacity.
13 bodies. Might stop and have a scan. Just top up the fuel quickly. That'll do.
Refueled.
Okay, what have we got here?
Distortion become beautiful in the sounds of which is kind of a contradiction in terms. But you know, when you love a band, who gives the sod why it happens? I just love it. I don't know why.
Any particular album?
Scan and analysis finished.
Stand by.
Object 3 is an extremely high-gravity gas giant with a pristine rocky ring. It has a rotational period of 3.1 days.
Atmospheres without distinctive cloud layers.
I think as
Their surface temperature typically ranges between 350 and 800 Kelvin.
Well, now in the future we've got everything we want. So
They are primarily blue in colour because of optical scattering in the atmosphere, with the chance of wispy cloud layers from sulfides and chlorides.
Analysis finished. Object 2 is a medium gravity class 1 gas giant with pristine metal rich and icy rings. It has a slow rotational period of 221 days and is tidally locked.
for it to register as a play, so therefore it's
Scan finished.
Stand by.
Body 1E is a low-gravity rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 8.6 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 128 Kelvin.
Rocky planets.
Analysis complete.
Little or no surface metal.
Celestial Object 1D is a low-gravity rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 5.5 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 134 Kelvin.
Please type it into the text that's doing my
Scan and analysis
Shut up.
finished.
And any metallic content.
Celestial
Shut up.
Object 1B is a low-gravity rocky body. It has a rotational period of 2 days and is tidally locked. I am detecting active silicate lava flows at the surface.
and there were so many American references, I thought.
Scan and analysis complete.
So I think
Celestial Object 1C is a low-gravity rocky body. It has a rotational period of 3.2 days and is tidally locked.
Class 3 gas
The
giant.
thick atmosphere is composed primarily of carbon dioxide
Shut
with an
up.
average surface temperature of 269 Kelvin.
I liked when I was a kid, subsequently went to America.
Scan and analysis finished.
Like all the pop stars at the time.
Celestial Object 1 is an extremely high-gravity gas giant with a pristine rocky ring. It has a rotational period of 1 day. Scan complete.
Stand by.
Object 1AM is a low-gravity rocky body that is
Shut
suitable
up.
for
Ice
landing.
world.
It has a rotational period of 0.8 days and is tidally locked. I am detecting high numbers of active silicate vapor geysers. There is no atmosphere. The surface temperature averages 177 Kelvin. Analysis finished. Object 2AM is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 1.2 days and is tidally locked.
Ice worlds are
I am detecting high numbers of active water geysers at the surface.
heating in the past.
It is devoid of any atmosphere.
Regions of the solar system
The surface temperature averages 90 Kelvin.
within their crust.
Scan finished.
Something somewhere.
Object 2B is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 0.9 days and is tidally locked. I am detecting high numbers of active water geysers. The surface temperature averages 90 Kelvin. Scan complete. Celestial Object 4 is a high-gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.1 days. I am detecting active water geysers. There is a super-dense methane-rich atmosphere with an average surface temperature of 523 Kelvin.
I don't know. Bored now. Right. Engage FTL. What's a quo on the radio? Is it quo night or something?
Destination confirmed. SSB Stromuth is heading to the Rigel OQ-NB20-2 system. This is your first visit to this system. You are now 861 light years from home. Fuel tanks at 88%.
Should probably fill that right up. The times I've almost been caught out with a run of non-scoopable stars, I might as well. I wonder if that's Den watching.
SSB Stromuth is now at maximum fuel capacity.
If it is. If it is you, Den, are you coming on, mate? And do a bit of rallying or something for an hour or so. Engage FTL.
Telemetry obtained. SSB Stromuth is traveling to the Ragosi F-RD4-62 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Past K-stars are yellow-orange main sequence stars with a long and generally stable life. They range in mass from 0.6 to 0.9 solar masses and have a surface temperature reaching 5,000 Kelvin.
Impressive. And we went through, and he read it really slowly.
Any sort of revelations there that we don't know? Any sort of exciting gossip?
Yeah, I suppose so, but I can't sit here going, you've got to buy it, and that's too much. We trying to sell it, because we wanted to sell it, we wanted to work, but I can't be there telling me that I've read certain stuff, where it really spills the beans on what everybody's done, and those spills the beans on. Some people still what you got there.
I'm just trying to see when the book's coming out.
Maximum fuel.
Engage FTL.
Jump in progress. SSB Stromuth is traveling to the Rago FO-RB18-2 system.
I just wanted some.
This is your first visit to this system.
Engaging exit protocols.
But I'm asking questions on this occasion.
He will, to tell us about when you said to me what was my first music influence, first musical influence and such. And so I took it from there, and that's all I need. The idea of me walking out on the stage.
Come on, jump out anytime you like.
And now just coming on to the future, you've got this amazing year lined up, so it would be hard to think past that, but you've got some quo dates as well, haven't you?
Stuck in a never-ending hyper jump.
Scanning for information. Accessing.
Fuel levels now at 85% capacity.
Class M star. Class M stars.
Shut
red
up.
stars that
Refueled.
Is that one of the members of Quo talking, maybe?
Scan and analysis finished. Body 1 is a medium gravity rocky ice world. It has a rotational period of 1.2 days. This rocky ice world has high numbers of active water geysers at the surface. The thin atmosphere is composed mostly of helium with an average surface temperature of 65 Kelvin. Scan complete. Body 4 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.6 days. I am detecting low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers at the surface. The very thin atmosphere is rich in neon with an average surface temperature of 35 Kelvin. Scan and analysis complete.
Shut up.
Object 6 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1 day. I am detecting high numbers of active water geysers. The thin atmosphere is composed mainly of helium with an average surface temperature of 22 Kelvin.
Engage FTL.
Scan finished. Celestial Object 6AM is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 2 days. The surface temperature averages 21 Kelvin.
What time is it?
Analysis complete.
Joystick 2056.
Object 2 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 0.9 days. This icy body has low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers. The super-thin atmosphere is neon-rich with an average surface temperature of 52 Kelvin. Analysis complete. Object 3 is a medium gravity icy body.
Shut up.
It has a rotational period of 1 day. I detect low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers. The very thin atmosphere is neon-rich with an average surface temperature of 40 Kelvin. Scan and analysis completed. Celestial Object 5AM is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 1.6 days. The surface temperature averages 28 Kelvin. Analysis completed. Body 5 is a medium gravity icy body.
Engage FTL.
It has a rotational period of 1.3 days. This icy body has high numbers of active water geysers at the surface. The thin atmosphere is neon-rich with an average surface temperature of 29 Kelvin. Jump in progress. SS Beastromouth is in transit to the Ragosi I-TB17-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Fuel tanks are now at 88% capacity, Commander. Fuel at maximum. Analysis finished. Body 1 is a medium gravity gas giant. It has a rotational period of 1.9 days. Telemetry obtained. SS Beastromouth is heading to the Rago XG-BB16-0 system. This is your first visit to this system. Refueled. Scan completed. Celestial Object B1 is a medium gravity high metal content world. It has a fast rotational period of 0.2 days and is tidally locked. I detect high numbers of active silicate vapor geysers. Most prevalent in the thick atmosphere is sulfur dioxide with an average surface temperature of 1659 Kelvin. This might fetch on the way to 39,000 credits.
Engage FTL. External camera.
Confirmed.
Ready to engage.
External camera.
Destination confirmed. SSB Stromuth is in transit to the Rigo WH-MC7-10 system. This is your first visit to this system.
And you will jump out eventually, I hope. Yeah, Mum. Quote Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking. I am just a child who has never grown up. I still keep.
Fuel levels are at 87% capacity.
K-stars are yellow, orange main sequence stars with a long and generally stable life. They range in mass from 0.6 to 0.9 solar masses and have a surface temperature reaching 5,000 Kelvin.
Fuel at maximum.
I suppose I could listen to a bit of Galnet. If I turn this radio off quickly.
Week in review. Here are this week's main stories. The Children of Tothos cult has taken control of Archambault Terminal in the Chan Star system. Access to most station services has been suspended. It is feared that the cult's leader, Barnabas Core, plans to detonate the Lucifer device as part of an apocalyptic ceremony. Rackham Capital Investments has appointed Tajik Gavaris as its new CFO, following the death of its former financial officer. CEO Zachary Rackham was not involved in Gavaris' appointment, leading to speculation of a scheme to remove Rackham from the company. And finally, the Distant Worlds 2 expedition has gathered the resources required to construct a new megaship and installation in the Stume FGY D7561 system. The fleet will now continue its journey towards Beagle Point.
Scan and analysis completed. Celestial Object D4 is a low-gravity, high-metal content world that is suitable for landing. It has a retrograde rotational period of minus 19.1 days. It is devoid of any atmosphere. The surface temperature averages 193 Kelvin. This scan can fetch just over 28,500 credits. Scan and analysis finished. Body D3 is a low-gravity, high-metal content world that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 11 days and is tidally locked. There is no atmosphere. The surface temperature averages 214 Kelvin. This scan should be worth on the way to 28,500 credits. Scan completed. Body D1 is a low-gravity, high-metal content world that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 3.3 days and is tidal locked. The surface temperature averages 289 Kelvin. This data can fetch on the way to 29,500 credits.
Commander Michael Dartmoor.
Scan and analysis complete. Object D2 is a low-gravity, high-metal content world that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 8.1 days and is tidal locked. The surface temperature averages 233 Kelvin. This could sell for nearly 29,000 credits. Scan and analysis completed. Object D2AM is a low-gravity rocky body that is suitable for landing. It has a rotational period of 0.8 days and is tidal locked. I detect high numbers of active silicate vapor geysers. The surface temperature averages 233 Kelvin. Scan finished.
I'm gonna write a note.
Celestial object CD2 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.3 days. I am detecting low numbers of active carbon dioxide geysers at the surface. The very thin atmosphere is rich in neon with an average surface temperature of 44
Now
Kelvin.
with voice attack running.
Scan complete. Celestial object CD3 is a low-gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.3 days. Most prevalent in the trace gas atmosphere is neon with an average surface temperature of 40 Kelvin.
That's enough.
Scan and analysis finished.
I'm sure that's enough work.
Celestial object CD4 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 1.7 days. I detect high numbers of active water geysers.
Give it a rest.
The thin atmosphere is rich in neon with an average surface temperature of 35 Kelvin. Scan complete. Celestial object CD1 is a medium gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 0.7 days. I detect active water geysers. The very thin atmosphere is neon-rich with an average surface temperature of 50 Kelvin.
Finally shut up.
The ship's fleet will continue its journey across the galaxy to... Distant Worlds campaign concludes. The Distant Worlds 2 expedition has gathered resources for a megaship and installation to be constructed in the Galactic Center. Contributors delivered huge amounts of materials to the Stume FGY D7561 system. Deep Space Surveys also defended miners by placing a kill order on all wanted ships. Commander Michael Dartmoor of the Rock Rat stated, "The newly built astrophysics station will enable us to observe high-detail changes to the gravimetric field surrounding Sagittarius A star. We hope to better understand the deeper relationships between extreme gravity and multi-dimensional space. The Distant Worlds 2 exploration fleet will continue its journey across the galaxy, towards Beagle Point. Those who took part in the campaign can now collect their rewards from Explorer's anchorage in the Stume FGY D7561 system." Nuclear threat shuts down Starport. Archambault Terminal in the Chunstar system has been overtaken by the Children of Tothos cult, who are threatening to detonate a stolen nuclear weapon. Senior Agent Rochelle Karim gave this statement. Most services at Archambault Terminal have shut down as a result of the control deck's occupation by Children of Tothos adherents. It's evident that personnel are obeying the cultists' orders for fear that they will use the Lucifer device. Millions of people remain at the starboard, making a frontal assault too risky. FIA negotiators are taking steps to open a dialogue and resolve the situation peacefully. The cult's leader, Barnabas Cole, transmitted a brief message using Archambault Terminal's communications array. At last, we have found the place where our testament's light will shine. Join us.
I don't want
When
to.
the
I was
ceremony
going
is
to planet,
complete,
aren't I?
you
I was
will
going
all
to make
see
a blue jump then.
Tothos as we
Someone
do.
commented on my Instagram,
We can
the
review.
profile thing
Here
looked
are
like
this week's main
Heisenberg.
stories. The search for
Breaking
Barnabas
Bad.
Cole, leader of the Children of Tothos, has resulted in further arrests. Cole's alleged possession of the stolen Lucifer device remains a serious concern to the Federal Intelligence Agency. Talifa Ambrose, former heiress to the Ambrose Foundation fortune, has confessed to having a gambling addiction. She confirmed that her family's estate had been lost during a Joker's Deck event, and pledged her future work to fundraising for addiction charities. An initiative on behalf of Macrosphere has concluded successfully, with enough materials provided by the galactic community to begin manufacture of a new robot screening device. Finally, organizers of the Distant Worlds 2 expedition have requested materials for 2 deep space construction projects. The exploration fleet aims to build a megaship and installation in the Stume FGY D7561 system. And those are the main stories this week. Disowned heiress admits gambling addiction. The former heiress to the Ambrose Foundation has confessed that she lost her family's entire fortune through excessive gambling. Lady Talifa, now ordinary Talifa Ambrose, provided this statement to Vox Galactica. Everything you've read is true. I attended a lavish event hosted by Joker's Deck, staked the entire Ambrose estate and lost it all. But I don't regret a thing. The gambling problem I've suffered with for years has finally been cured. I believe my addiction was fueled by having far more wealth than any individual should. I now plan to use my connections to raise funds for addiction support charities. I don't blame Joker's Deck for my situation, since I knew the risks when I joined. And frankly, it could have been worse.
Got that
I
gown
saw
out
corporations
playing,
won
and
and
I'm
lost
not
over a
really
hand of
listening to
deadlock
it, to be
poker.
honest.
Hunt for Children of Tothos continues. The Federal Intelligence Agency continues to search for the Children of Tothos, a fringe cult that has stolen a nuclear weapon. Ethan Takahashi, crime correspondent for the Federal Times, reported. The FIA has rooted out additional cultists within the Zlotta system. All fervently worship their charismatic leader, Barnabas Cole, but none seem to know his current location or plans. The Children of Tothos believe they were chosen by a demonic being that exists in the spaces between the stars. Cole claims that only he, aided by select adherents, can summon Tothos with an enormous ceremonial sacrifice. Criminal psychologists fear that Cole's egotism permits any act that justifies his delusions, including detonation of a nuclear warhead. Since the recently stolen Lucifer device is both portable and undetectable by security scans, practically any location might be chosen for the cult's apocalyptic ceremony. Distant Worlds mining campaign. The organizers of the Distant Worlds 2 expedition have requested materials for 2 construction projects in the Galactic Center. The exploration fleet aims to build a megaship and installation in the Stume FGY D7561 system. Dr. Kai, fleet liaison for deep space surveys, explained. This installation will be a place for scientists to study the supermassive black hole at Sagittarius A star. Future explorers visiting the station will be well looked after by deep space surveys, to whom we will hand the keys before continuing to Beagle Point. Bauxite, water and liquid oxygen should be delivered to explorers' anchorage, in the Stume FGY D7561 system. To protect contributors, Deep Space Surveys has authorized bounty vouchers for all wanted vessels. The initiative begins on the 7th of March 3305 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Macrosphere Initiative ends. A component's drive for a device to detect illegally reprogrammed robots has concluded successfully. Daniel Sharp, CEO of technology company Macrosphere, announced. There was a fantastic response to our request, which the DS Leonis Industries organized on our behalf. Many thanks to those who participated. Whether you own a personal admin robot or a factory of industrial machines, the McScanner will confirm that they are functioning as intended. Pilots who took part in the initiative can now collect their awards from Grandin Terminal in the DS Leonis system. Week in Review. Here are this week's main stories. The Federal Intelligence Agency has announced that a nuclear weapon known as the Lucifer device is in the possession of a cult known as the Children of Tothos. The cult is thought to have used information coerced from a financier to locate and raid the research outpost working on the device. It has been revealed that Lady Talifa Ambrose's 300 billion credit fortune was lost as a result of a record high-stakes game of deadlock poker hosted by the elusive
Internal
Joker's
camera.
gambling ring. Lady Talifa has been disowned by her family. In other news, open conflict in the Drevliada system has ceased. The battle came to a halt following the summary executions of General
Not
Kendrick
far
and
to go
Marshal
now.
Cooper, whose personal quarrel was responsible for the considerable loss of life among their respective forces. Finally,
The
tech
Watcher
company
got bored and
Macrosphere is
gone.
developing a specialized scanning device
Don't
to
blame
detect
ya.
illicit interference with personal robots. They have called for the delivery of commodities to the DS Leonis system to aid them in their efforts. And those are the main stories this week. Heiress's fortune lost to gambling. It has been revealed that Lady Talifa Ambrose's 300 billion credit fortune vanished as a result of her participation in a powerful gambling ring. Confirmation came when Baroness Oksana Ambrose shared a report from the Warglass Investigations Agency. Multiple sources verify that Lady Talitha has been a member of Joker's deck for years. At the group's most recent event, she bet the entire Ambrose Foundation during an epic game of high-stakes deadlock poker, and eventually lost. Lady Talitha was apparently devastated, fleeing the venue soon after. Some attendees believe that the game was rigged by one or more other players
75%.
who aimed to exploit Lady Talitha's well-known gambling addiction. The organizers
Wake
of
up.
Joker's deck remain anonymous and
Initiative.
untraceable, so retrieving the
Voice
family's
control.
assets is unlikely.
75%.
An Ambrose Foundation spokesperson later
Engaging
stated that Baroness Oksana has officially revoked Lady Talifa's title, vowing never
How
to
to
speak to her
engine
daughter
insurance.
again. Cult obtains nuclear weapon. The Federal Intelligence Agency has announced that a stolen nuclear weapon known as the Lucifer device is in the possession of a fringe cult known as the Children of Tothos. Senior Agent Rochelle Karim gave the following statement. Several executives at
Orbit
Salota
lines.
Federal Holdings have confessed to being secret members of the Children of Tothos. They were present for a ceremony held by the cult's leader, Barnabas Cole, last December. One executive, Councillor Willard Morgenstern, was also covertly funding an unrelated criminal enterprise to develop portable nuclear weapons. While under the influence of various substances, Councillor Morgenstern disclosed details of the research outpost to the cult. We believe that Barnabas Cole and his followers used this information to raid the outpost and obtain the Lucifer device. The FIA is conducting an interstellar manhunt to locate these individuals, and are treating them as highly dangerous suspects. Conflict in Drevliada resolved. The battle in the Drevliada system, which sprang from a long-running rivalry between two military leaders, has now ended.
Next
Warzone
fire
reporter
group.
Carleen Troy summarized. The
Next fire
antagonistic
group.
relationship between General Kendrick and Marshal Cooper was finally resolved when both were executed by their own lieutenants, who were displeased with the huge loss of life resulting from their leaders' quarrel. Both the Nameb Purple Brothers and the Drevliada League have agreed to honor commitments to members of the galactic community who fought on each side. Independent pilots who took part in the conflict can now collect their rewards from the Drevliada system. Supporters of Nameb Purple Brothers should head to Wheeler Dock, while supporters of the Drevliada League should travel to Grandin Port. Macrosphere Initiative. Technology company Macrosphere is developing a specialized scanning device to detect illicit interference with personal robots.
Map of body Rigo WH-MC7-10D1 is now finished. Efficiency bonus awarded.
Tribune scandal proved that the illegal reprogramming of robots is a genuine concern. Armach Scanner will allow robot owners to discover if their trusted servants have been compromised. A components drive is being organized by our partners, DS Leonis Industries, as well as shipments of microcontrollers, auto fabricators, and aluminium. We also require newly mined jewels to channel the microlasers used by the Mach Scanner to detect interference. Deliveries should be made to Grandin Terminal in the DS Leonis system. The initiative begins on the 28th of February 3305 and will run for 1 week. If the final target is met earlier than planned, the campaign will end immediately. Week in Review. Here are this week's main stories. The Federal Intelligence Agency has uncovered evidence that Salota Federal Holdings funded an illegal outpost from which a portable nuclear weapon was recently stolen. It is believed that one of the faction's members also arranged the theft, which resulted in the massacre of personnel working at the outpost. An independent journalist has claimed that Lady Talifa Ambrose is associated with the secretive gambling Circle Joker's deck. It was proposed that the Ambrose Foundation's bankruptcy may have followed a poor series of wagers from the missing heiress.
75%.
A supply campaign to increase security in the Merope system has concluded successfully. The Atlas Research Group had arranged for military supplies to be delivered, reassuring the local population.
Mapping of body Rigo WH-MC7-10D2 is now complete. Efficiency bonus awarded. Mapping is now finished.
So we're going to look at some of those surface features in a minute. Once I've scanned the rest of this system, 4 probes.
Mapping of body Rigo WH-MC7-10D3 is now finished. Efficiency bonus awarded.
Yay, go me. Oh, there. Need to stretch. Oh. Okay, coffee finished. It's a little Southern Comfort lemonade, I think. 75%.
75%.
50%.
Engaging now.
50%.
50%.
Cheers.
Internal sensors suggest you may be intoxicated. I recommend using the auto-docking system.
Be nice, Doris.
Nice. What a pointless human countenance.
Full stop.
I would rather be efficient.
Full stop.
Stopping here.
Map of body Rigo WH-MC7-10D4 is now complete. Efficiency bonus granted.
Go look at some geological features then. Five biological, 25 geological. Oops.
Lights on.
Lights off.
Lights off.
It's going to be like a barnacle thing, is it? Next fire group.
Orbital flight engaged.
Next fire group.
Change HUD mode.
Acknowledged.
Change HUD mode.
Acknowledged.
Activate night mode.
That's affirmative, Commander. Confirmed.
SS Beastrumoth has left Supercruise in the vicinity of Planet Rago WH-MC7-10D2 AM.
Activate night mode. Activate night mode.
Aye, Commander.
You're not doing it though, are you? Is that because it was activate night vision? Activate night vision.
Affirmative.
Prat. Okay, so biological surface. Raise landing gear.
Retracting the landing
Deploy landing gear.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown on Rigo WH-MC7-10D2 AM. Coordinates are 2.96 degrees latitude, 153.89 degrees longitude. Buggy launched. SRV standing by for recovery.
Shall I dismiss the ship into orbit?
No.
Negative, dude.
Lights on.
Lights.
Well, this is weird. Combat mode.
That's already done.
Change HUD mode.
Affirmative.
Next fire group. Next fire group. Change HUD mode.
Affirmative.
Oh dear, controls. Left control and S. I need to write that down. Okay, cancel. Activate.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Retract cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Balance power.
Power balance.
Deploy cargo scoop.
Cargo scoop deployed.
check out another one of these, I suppose. External camera.
Change camera.
Take a photo, please.
What am I? An iPhone? Taking photo.
Take a photo, please.
What am I? An iPhone? Taking photo.
Take a photo, please.
What am I? An iPhone? Taking photo.
External camera.
Change camera.
So they're different types of things.
SRV standing by for recovery.
Well, that was interesting. Saw something new.
Buggy docked.
Are you ready to leave?
Yes.
Stand by, launch.
Lift off.
Checks to ascend thrust vector controls.
Activate night vision. Night vision.
Initiated. Engaging cruise.
Engage Super Cruise.
That's a negative.
Engage Super Cruise. Power to engines and shields.
Engaging night cruise.
Hi to whoever's watching.
SSB Stromoth has jumped to Super Cruise.
And just checking out some biological what was it called? Biological signal sources on a planet that I just scanned. It's flying up. Gonna be the same type of thing, is that? assuming this is a new thing.
SS Beastrumoth has returned to normal space near planet Rigo WH-MC7-10D2 AM.
Fine.
It's all gone very quiet. It's going to be the same trees. Night vision off. Night vision.
Okay.
Lights on.
Lights on.
It's the same trees as before. Yeah. So are they all these going to be exactly the same? How long will that take to fly there? I think I've had enough of biological signals. Okay, it's just another resource basically. Engage Super Cruise.
Engaging crew.
Jump to Super
That's
Cruise.
it. I might take a little break and get out of the atmosphere and back onto my route away from the bubble. A little more exploring. Change HUD mode.
Acknowledged.
Of course, next system en route. Next system en route.
Next system en route.
Thank you.
You're welcome, dude.
Engage FTL.
Charging frameshift drive.
Destination confirmed. SSB Stromoth is heading to the Rigo WA-XB15-2 system. This is your first visit to this system.
Adding information to database. Accessing now. Stand by.
Class L star.
Shut up.
Class L.
Impressive.
Temperature critical. Disengaged.
Fuel tanks at 96%.
Mess that up a bit.
Maximum fuel. Scan and analysis completed.
Stand by.
Celestial Object D2 is a low-gravity icy body.
Ice worlds are composed
It has a
mainly of
rotational
ice.
period of 1.3 days.
Have much heat in the
Most
past.
prevalent in the trace gas atmosphere is neon with an average surface temperature of 57 Kelvin.
Their crust.
Analysis completed. Body D1 is a low-gravity icy body. It has a slow rotational period of 68 days and is tidally locked. There is a trace gas argon-rich atmosphere with an average surface temperature of 82 Kelvin. Scan and analysis completed. Body D4 is a low-gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 0.9 days.
Accessing database.
Most prevalent in the super-thin atmosphere is neon with an average surface temperature of 47
Ice worlds are
Kelvin.
composed mainly of water ice.
Scan finished.
Not have much heating in the past.
Body D4AM is a low-gravity icy body that is suitable for landing.
Volatiles are solid.
It has a slow rotational period of 75 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 46 Kelvin. Scan and analysis finished. Object D3 is a low-gravity icy body. It has a rotational period of 2.4 days. Most prevalent in the crushing atmosphere is nitrogen with an average surface temperature of 69 Kelvin.
Could do with having something to
Scan finished.
So
Celestial Object D3AM is a low-gravity
Open
icy
main
body
menu.
that is suitable for landing. It has a slow rotational period of 53 days and is tidally locked. The surface temperature averages 51 Kelvin.
And we'll call that a day. So close that down. And